Hi everyone, Lisdalia here, aka the Queen of Hearts. Welcome to my channel, especially those of you who are new. Today I'm checking out the movie Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So this is a movie that has been out for a long time and I have never seen it. It's been on my list of movies to watch for a long time, and for some reason it just kept getting pushed back. Other things came up and I just never actually got around to watching it. And surprisingly, it's one of the few movies that I've never really seen any clips for. I've never really come across it on my YouTube feed, and so don't really actually know a lot that happens in this movie or in this series. I've never seen the classic movies. I did see the movie that starred Mark Wahlberg. However, I do know that doesn't really have any bearing at all on the modern movies. And so it's kind of like in its own timeline and its own area over here. So what I'm about to watch, I have no real sort of concept about anything that's going to go on. I do know it has James Franco, which apparently he's quite good in this movie. And I do know that it's got the wonderful Andy Serkis, and I'm sure I butchered his last name, who did motion capture for the monkeys, or the apes, I should say, and he's amazing as he always is when it comes to motion capture. So I'm really excited to see all of that and see the technology that they use to capture his performance. I'm excited about all of that. But in terms of the movie series and the storylines, I don't really have any idea about what I'm about to witness and what I'm about to watch, and I'm super excited about that. Most of the time, particularly in a movie this old, it would be hard to not have seen some clips somewhere at some point over the years, and this is just one that I've never really come across. I've never really seen any sort of little spoilers anywhere, which is really super duper surprising. So I'm excited to check this out. I was just sort of scrolling along on my streaming services and it came up and I thought, you know, why not? Let's jump in, and we're going to watch at least all three of the modern movies. So Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and maybe the last one is War for the Planet of the Apes, I think. I'm not sure. I don't really know. Whether or not I'm going to go back and watch the classic movies, I don't know. We're going to see how these ones go. We're going to see how I feel about these ones. But if that's something you would like me to check out and to watch, let me know in the comments down below. If that's something you would be interested in watching, I would love to hear it. While you're down there, maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already. It would really help the channel out, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on those videos if I decide to do them. So without any further ado, we're just going to dive right on into it. We're going to bring up the heart rate monitor. For those of you who are new to my channel, I use a heart rate monitor so that way you can see what moments get my heart pumping. We're going to get on the good old trusty headphones. Okay, and we're going to dive straight on into it. Okay, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. God, our planet is gorgeous, isn't it? Just gorgeous. Some of the locations. So I'm curious as to, like, I'm going to assume that some will be real apes and some will be CGI. Or are they all CGI? Really curious about that. Like, which of these are real? When is it a real shot and when is it a CGI shot? Oh god. Why are they with knives? Oh god. Oh, I hope these aren't like poachers and stuff. God, I Humans are the worst kind of animal, honestly. Oh. I know he's chained up to science experiments.
Are you watching this?
No, he's not paying any attention at all.
This is unbelievable.
Look, are you sure you're not rushing this?
Probably.
I've been this for 5.5 years.
They always are in these kind of movies.
All I need is your approval for human trials.
It's a little weird casting him as a scientist, because I can't help but just see him as stoner dude. Which I know is typecasting, but still. Yeah, putting a lab coat on him doesn't really make him look smart. I'm sorry, but your face, you just look like a stoner dude. I'm sorry.
We call it the cure to Alzheimer's.
Okay. Oh. 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 What's going on with her? Oh. I feel like that is not going to... What? Oh, this is gonna backfire. So, this looks like she's doing this out of fear. Like, she's hiding underneath the bed, and now she's, for lack of a better term, going ape shit. And now this... Oh, well, there goes all the funding ever. The company is gonna be absolutely shut down and broke AF. None of them will ever invest.
Find the most cost-effective way to put those apes down.
Dude, so callous. I mean, absolutely humans would do that. Is one gonna be a baby? That's why.
She wasn't being aggressive, she was just being protective?
She thought we were gonna hurt her baby.
Oh, God.
This isn't my responsibility.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Company property.
How do I know you? Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. That's where I know him from. Alright, so this is how we're gonna get the evolution of, like, the smart ape, because he'll have had it in his system. If she was pregnant at the time when she was injected with this thing, she could have passed it on to the baby, so he'll have it in his system. And if he's raised in a loving environment, that's where we'll get the connection. Interesting. His father has Alzheimer's. Okay.
What is that? Is he injured?
And that's why he'll end up keeping him. Because Dad's gonna be, like, falling in love with him. What? The steam? Oh, because it would be used to, like, the rainforest and stuff, which would have, like, a high humidity and stuff. Like, that's where... okay, I get that. Aww, that's cute. Is he gonna give it to his father? Is he gonna take it and give it to his father? Yep. Saw that one coming. Alright. Is Caesar going to get his hands on that? I'm assuming he's going to appear like he's back to normal for a while, so he's going to think it works, and then something is going to go terribly wrong. Yeah. He's going to want to play with the kids. How would they, like, get him to not go outside? I wonder how often he's been, like, in the outside. Oh, he wants the bike. They're all absolutely silent as he went past. That was crazy.
What's she saying now?
Well, he thinks that you and I should have dinner together.
Great wingman. Is the clothes for warmth? I wouldn't feel like he'd need it. Okay, there we go. First sign of aggression. And the ominous music.
You okay, pal? Are you a pet? No. You're not a pet.
Then why the collar and the lead?
to Caesar.
It's only a matter of time as his cognitive abilities develop that he'd ask those sort of questions.
Your mother's dead.
She was given medicine. Like the medicine I give to Charles. She passed it on to you.
That's why you're so smart.
So now he's gonna know how to make more like himself. You've just given him the knowledge of how he is the way he is.
Explain it to me.
Why are you only just asking this now? You've been with them at least 2 years now. Why are you only just asking this now? I'm curious as to whether or not... Okay, at some point I feel like Caesar's going to have a full turn. And I'm wondering if the trigger is going to be something's going to happen to Dad. Or I feel like he's sort of getting moody teenage years, maybe? Or I feel like something's going to happen. Caesar's going to go out to help Dad and get attacked or something. He's... Oh my god. And Caesar's gonna intervene to protect Dad. He's gonna, if he hits him, Caesar's gonna go ballistic and come down. Yeah, Caesar's gonna loot. Yeah. 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 Oh!
Down here. Monkey.
So they're all actually in the cages, not in that environment up there. Oh my lord. Oh, that's all gonna backfire.
Hasn't been filed. Be thankful you're talking about court dates. You're lucky they didn't put that animal down.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Let me guess, a banana. No slop?
Grade A primate.
Oh, grade A asshole. Totally hope you get your comeuppance.
Learn who's.
Too bad it's closed.
What about him?
I don't know. It might cause problems with the other apes.
Good.
So we got the good guy, or semi-good, and the not good guy. So when the shit all hits the fan, God, I hope you're the first to go. You're drawing your window. Oh, darling.
Very calm.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's seen the inside of a whole lot of labs. He knows the drill.
So is he gonna get A, smart, and B, aggressive? And then they're gonna need Caesar's help to deal with it. Is that what's gonna happen? Absolute silence. Shake hands. You're gonna smell like the humans? Fighting back. Alright, is Caesar gonna win the fight? Or is he gonna get his ass kicked? Given he's an a-hole, I'm curious as to why he stepped in at the time that he did. He knows sign as well. Human, no, like smart ape.
No. No, we're not going home right now.
Yeah, he's over it. He's realizing he's not gonna get out. You're gonna try to work out how to get out. So he remembers where that forest is, because he can see that bridge.
You shouldn't be in here.
Hey, you're next.
Yeah, you are totally gonna get your comeuppance, dude.
Just pain in the ass. Thinks he's special or something.
Like he's thinking or something.
Let go!
He got the bottle opener. Here we have the beginning of the end. You got the bottle opener, didn't you? Yep. It's a knife. Oh, Caesar. I wonder how long it's been since that's been opened. Oh, how long has it been since he's touched, like, even fake grass? Oh, man. So he's gonna befriend the big guy. Yeah, I'm in charge. I'm in charge. He's like, okay. Caesar's getting himself an army. You never wait. This is gonna backfire. It's absolutely gonna backfire. It's gonna end up killing him, isn't it? Saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Is he gonna have passed away in his sleep? I'm betting he has. Yeah. Yeah. Knew something bad.
Who the hell are you?
And now we're passing it on.
Come on, we're going home.
He's not gonna want to go.
Home.
Yeah, because he's got a plan. Share it. Teaching him to share. And feed the others. And he's gonna feel like the big man because he got to give it to everybody. Why Cookie Rocket? Why did you give Rocket the cookies? Apes alone, we're weak. Apes together, strong. So if we don't fight amongst ourselves, we're stronger. He watched the code. Now where is he going? He's working out how to get out. And where to go. Is he gonna go after the drug to make the others smarter? I wonder if he's gonna be able to get there and back again before the night's over and anybody realizes he's gone. But this is the new drug. So they can all breathe it in. But maybe if it's, rather than having one of them have a full dose, a lot of them are going to get a diluted dose because it's being spread amongst them all. Why does it look like, I mean, it's a piece of straw, but it looks like he's holding a cigarette. It's weird. They're all coming to from the dose. And now we've got the green in the eyes. He's noticing the eyes. He's looking at all of their eyes. They're all smarter. He's holding a meeting. Interesting. He was communicating.
Mr. Franklin, it's Dottie.
He's gonna be dead, isn't he? Or he's gonna be like bleeding out or something. He's gonna go. Here we go.
What the hell do you think you're doing, huh?
Yeah, here we go.
Off me, you damn dirty ape.
Haha, I feel like that's a callback. Woo! Oh. You know what? Seems legit. The first word he would learn would be no. You go in a cage. But he wasn't as bad as the other one. He's gentle with him. He's not gonna be with you. Yeah. You're gonna electrocute yourself, you idiot. Karma. Dude, you just Bust right out of that thing. Alright. We're up and out of here. That's the plan, right? Just bust right through the glass. I guess that answers the question as to why so much concrete and very little sky. Oh, they look like ants. The way they're like all swarming and stuff. Is he gonna see the 113 canisters? Yeah.
Your ape spoke.
Ooh. Oh, because they're all in the trees. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. Wow. Clever. Okay, more drugs. Stampede. And they've made a whole stack of them. Alright, we're letting everybody out. And now we've got Scarface. You were gonna go after Jacob, aren't you, Scarface? So this could be the beginning of why the planet, because there'll be a massive infection that'll start here and it'll wipe out the human population, and all that will be left will be the apes who aren't affected by it. The others have gone to the zoo to get more. They're going everywhere Caesar saw other groups of apes. Everywhere he knows there is more of his kind in captivity. I wonder if they're gonna think that Scarface is the leader and we'll take him out and it'll actually be Caesar. No. Oh. Yeah. You let my people go. I mean, it's my assumption that they're gonna want to go to the Redwood Forest, but I might be completely off base. Where are they wanting? What are they wanting? He obviously has a plan. Oh. I felt like that was coming right towards me. Making their way across the city to that bridge. Yeah, they are trying to get to the forest. How? How are they going to seal it off? Like, in what way are you going to be able to seal with cars? They're just going to, like, go over the top of them. How are we going to seal it off? We're so arrogant sometimes in our belief in our own abilities to contain things or to control things. They'll end up going up, won't they? Yeah, go up. See? Yeah, they don't need the road, man.
You're gonna get Caesar.
Hey.
Of course we had to have a moment like that. Distraction. Distraction. I'm a distraction. Gorilla versus a horse. Who's gonna win? Gorilla's gonna win. He stopped them from killing though. Like, that gorilla absolutely would have killed that guy. That was Rocket, wasn't it? So now they've got a shield. And how many bullets are they gonna waste firing? Yeah. Yeah, riding in on the horse. Saw it. Jump from above. Others coming up from underneath. Yeah, you'll be fish in the barrel. So smart. Is that one Rocket? That one's Rocket. And you're dead. Dad? Oh. He bashed him out of the way. He protected him. Oh! Is Jacob gonna survive this? Oh, but big guy isn't. Oh. Oh. Man. Oh no. No, you're a dead man.
You.
No. Be like landing on cement. You're if not dead, you're gonna drown. And now they're in the forest.
Caesar?
Scarface. Back off. Those two are gonna end up duking it out.
Please come home. If you come home, I'll protect you.
You weren't able to do it before. That's his family. He knows what'll happen to them.
Caesar is home.
Caesar's home.
Interesting that he chooses to spend most of his time walking around on two legs. It's sort of like the more intelligence he got, the more upright he becomes. And now they're all doing it. But when he wants to run fast, that's when he uses all his limbs. Interesting. That was cool. I liked it. That was really interesting. Like, you could see the progression. This is that pilot. Yeah, he's gonna get infected. People on the... This is how we had all the issues with COVID. People on the airports and traveling between countries and quarantine and stuff. He's going to pass it on to the co-pilots and the stewardesses, who will pass it on to the passengers, who will pass it on to the other flights that they all get onto. And that'll go from there, and it'll just spread. And now we'll have a virus that there'll be no antidote for. And you'll see some blood splatter. Yep. And he's going to be passing it on. So anybody who touches that blood, where's... Yep. And that's how we get a virus that destroys and kills the human population. Is that the only one, or is there another one post-credit? I'm just scanning along. It looks like that is the only... It looks like it's it, from what I can tell. But yeah, see, it would spread the flights... That's why we had a giant pandemic on our hands. And you'd have people that would be like, wouldn't be willing to quarantine themselves. You know, how many people were adamant about not freaking wearing a mask? It's not that hard. You were protecting yourself and your community. We'd have idiots like that, and it would spread. I can see how that could potentially be the beginning of the end, especially if there's no cure. Absolutely. Interesting. So interesting. So, what a movie. What a movie. I'm really curious because, like, you could see the progression and the thought process behind Caesar and the expression that they got on the face and the processing of things and understanding his place in the world, and as he showed more signs of intelligence, and then the thought process to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of everybody. You had that scene at the beginning of the movie when he was like 3 and Franco's character was doing the the recap of how he's grown through this time, and it was saying about how he's so good at chess. He's really good at chess. And that's one of the strategies you need in chess is you need to be thinking 2 or 3 moves ahead of your opponent. And that was totally demonstrated later on in life of, being all those steps ahead. He came to the bridge and he saw that there was the barricade there and was like, let's split our forces. Some of you will go above, some of you go below, some of us will come across the middle and we will pincer them in and we'll take them out. That's thinking like multiple steps ahead. If one team fails, you've got 2 other teams as backup. Everybody charging in across the road, we're all going to be in trouble. But if we come at them from different directions, then, we've got a chance. So that's smart thinking. And also thinking about like not just getting the apes at the sanctuary where he was, but also all the different locations that he remembered going to from when he was like growing up, and having all of the other and getting the ones from there. Like none of those ones at the zoo would have been exposed. They would have just been following along with what everybody else was doing. So getting the ones from the facility. Like, he went there once. He was shown the outside of that facility once when he was asking questions about his life, and he remembered where it was, where to go, and realized that there would be more that were like him there. That is so, like, clever and ingenious and interesting. I don't really feel the chemistry between the female vet and James Franco's character. I didn't feel that at all. I didn't feel any connection there. The questions that she was asking felt like she should have been asking those years earlier. If she was with him for as long as she was, she wouldn't have been asking those questions earlier. It seems a little weird that she waited that long to find out the information as to how he is the way he is, why he is the way he is as a veterinarian. She was curious about him from the get-go, and then waited 2 years to get more information about exactly how it worked. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. There was zero chemistry between the two of them. I didn't really like the relationship at all. It felt like we need to have a love interest in here because apparently every movie needs to have a love interest in there. So here we go. Here's one. We need an excuse to have a veterinarian here. So it's not nothing but men will have a token female. You can be a love interest and you can be a veterinarian. And that's about it. I felt like her character was a little bit unnecessary, superfluous. It's not that I didn't like her character. I felt like she didn't really have anything to do. There's no real point to it, and it was a bit of a the next door neighbor, I think that was the character that served the story well. You could understand, like, he would be protecting his kids, but the fact that he was also like a bit of a jerk. You would have thought that living next to them, he would have realized that the father has Alzheimer's. He would have seen the deterioration, like, over the years of the father, and he would have at least a little bit of knowledge, and you would expect that he would have been a little bit sympathetic to what was going on. And if you see an older gentleman or lady who's in a car, going back and forth like that, there's obviously something wrong. You would expect there's something not quite right going on about here. And rather than being antagonistic and like aggressive the way that he was, you would think that majority of people would be like, are you okay? What's going on? Where's your son? Let's try to get hold of him. We'll try to help. At least I would hope that. I would hope that would be the case. If I saw that going on, I would think that there was something wrong, that there was a problem that had happened. And then, like, you would know that this guy probably hasn't driven in years. So the fact that he was just behind the wheel of a car would be, like, cause for alarm. So, yeah, I felt a little weird. And I mean, the information that we got, just the little throw-in of information of he's a pilot and stuff, I didn't pick up on it at the time about how that's going to be how we transmit it all until we had the guy from the lab show up at the house to try to get the help, and he coughed it onto him. As soon as that happened, I was like, right, so that's how virus is going to go around. It's going to wipe out the humans, and the ones that do survive are going to be subjugated because, you know, we won't have the numbers anymore, and they'll be, you know, they'll have the strength, they'll have the brains. So yeah, that's how it's gonna get a start. I immediately put 2 and 2 together. But this is very smart of the little, you know, let's just put the little dangling on the mantle over here, and we'll put the chewing gum. What is the phrase? Is putting the chewing gum on the mantle. It's the idea of, like, when you're telling a story and you make reference to a minuscule thing, and you pay attention to it, well, then obviously that's going to be impacting on the story later, and that was absolutely okay. So let's just put in that little nuggets, and that way we can pay that off again later. The relationship between Caesar and James Franco's character, I'm really bad at remembering the names of characters. I can't think of what his name is at all. It's just James Franco. I don't necessarily think he was great casting. Acting-wise, he was fine. It was fine. But I don't necessarily believe him as being a scientist. I can't separate him from, like, his Pineapple Express character, and it's just the look on it. Even when he's being serious, I just can't take him seriously, and it's no fault of his. It's just the vibe that I get from him. I can't see him as, like, a smart, intelligent man, and I'm sorry for that, but it just kind of it doesn't click with me. There's something about him that just doesn't gel. So I think he did an okay job with what he was tasked to do, but I don't think he was probably the ideal casting choice here. The other characters, like all the humans at the sanctuary, I think they did a bang-up job. Tom Felton did a great job as the bad carer at the thing there, and you were totally waiting for him to get his comeuppance. You knew it was going to happen. You knew he would end up being the first person that had a not so pleasant ending, and he played that pretty well. The accent, I mean, there was a few moments where I thought it was, like, decent enough, but there was a number of times there where you could kind of hear his natural British accent come through. And in an occasion like this, you probably could have gotten away with just have him be English. Like, I don't know if he necessarily had to be an American. So, yeah, you could have probably gotten away with him being English, and it would have been fine. It wouldn't have changed the story in any way, shape, or form. They threw in a line there about how the older guy, I'm assuming that was meant to be his dad, or was the other guy meant to be, was the other keeper meant to be the son? I wasn't quite sure who was actually speaking at that time, but yeah, that line was a bit of a throwaway line as well. It wasn't really necessary. They didn't need to be related. I don't know why it was thrown in there that they were related. But either way, you probably could have had all of them have his normal accent and stuff, and it wouldn't have changed anything. It probably would have been a little bit easier for him in the role as well if he was just using his normal accent. But all in all, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the progression that you saw of the apes. I thought it was really interesting when at the end I kind of realized how the more intelligence he got, the more of when he, you know, the power of speech and everything, the more upright he became. He became less and less on all fours, and he started to become more and more standing upright. And I'm curious as to why they decided to go that, like, what is the I'm curious as to whether or not they probably would do that. Like, there would be a reason why, like, it would be a height thing, a dominating thing to stand up against, like, to stand up against a human who's got height. Maybe they would want to do that because it would be a dominating thing, and therefore I'm towering over the top of you and I'm dominating you, and I'm seeing eye to eye, versus if I'm down where I'm more comfortable, it's going to be you've got that height, you've got that dominating position. This is too much subjugation. I'm saying that wrong. This is like we're equal, or I'm you know, of a highest standing to you. So maybe that had something to do with it, and that's why, like, they all stood up at the end to have that kind of, yeah, we're all strong now. Maybe, I don't know. I'm very curious. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What did you think about the connections between the humans and the apes and all of that? I'm really curious about your thoughts with this movie in general. I'm looking forward to checking out the next 2 movies, and let me know what you think is going to happen. The next one is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So how much of the human population is going to be impacted by the virus in the next movie? I wonder. Like, will it be full-blown pandemic is going on? Or is it going to be, we're still in the beginning stages? I'm curious. I don't know what the time gap is between the end of this movie and the beginning of the next movie. I wonder. But I hope you enjoyed this watch of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It certainly lets me know that you want to see more stuff like this. Give it my channel a subscribe if you haven't already. It really means the world to me and is a huge help to the channel. And consider hitting that little notification bell and selecting all so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.